Good evening, everybody, or whenever you're watching this. And it's 9:48 for me right now. But my name is Nicholas Mars. Nice to meet you. And today I'm going to be talking about memory, just and how to use it, how to not let go take the things that happen to you for granted, and how to make those moments live forever without always being stuck in the past, and how to honor them. For me personally, I literally just came back from a graduation. All my friends graduated, becoming adults. I'm their age. I'm in the grade. I'm 12th grade, but I'm at an early college, so I graduate next year, 13th year. But they graduate now, and I'm seeing probably a lot of these people for the last time. Not even just in like the sense of like proximity, but I have friends who are involved in some of that stuff. If you get what I'm saying, of a paraphernalia of their choice, and so some of the lifestyles that they live, that might literally be last time that I see them, because some of them, might not make it, might not be here, and it's a disturbing thought, you know, it really is. But I see it in terms of continuing when it comes to people, when it comes to memories and legacy moments in your life, they need to mean something from you from the jump. And then when you're in this position, when you're removed from it, and to give honor to that person, to that moment in your life, you need to essentially make it a part of you. This is a big thing in like grief. When you lose somebody, the biggest grief is the biggest best act of love that you can give to someone or something, and the bigger the grief, the bigger the act of love. Personally, when I lose people, I try to make if they're close to me, a part of my life, and part of my discipline. Not like I'm doing everything for them, even though it might feel like that in some cases, but what that person represents to me. So should one of my friends pass away, I'll remember what that friend meant to me, what that friend offered me, how I saw my friend in that self, and what they've done for me, and take those qualities and use them to push myself further. Same thing for moments in life. I'm a footballer, I'm a wrestler. Those moments in my life are some of the greatest, brotherhood, discipline. I'm going to take those into my current self, allow myself to be disciplined, get where I go, not let those years spent training, doing conditioning go for granted. But also, my brotherhood, my familial ties, how I'm going to act towards, younger family members, anybody I'm mentoring, when it comes to teamwork and working together and trying to build something with your brothers, and just that aspect won't go forgotten as well. So that incorporating that into my life, into the way that I view the world, the way that I interact with it, and my ambitions, allows those memories to live on forever, and they never truly stop. Now, nostalgia is not a bad thing at all, but it's the excess of nostalgia that makes it, you know, dangerous. I used to think, oh, I wish when everything was back to normal, back when, 2018, 2019, 2020 pandemic, I'm in my house just doing whatever, playing video games on Discord all day, watching meme freaking videos. And, this is pre TikTok, or like the genesis of TikTok. Not that I was on it, but like, you know what I'm saying? All I would do is just watch meme compilations and Minecraft videos and Let's Plays, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was back to that. And like at the same time, those moments were fun. I have nostalgia for those times, and I'm grateful for what those times did for me at that specific point in my life. And, maybe I'll go back every now and then, but in not I can't with my full chest say that I want to go back to any previous point in my life. There's nowhere I would rather be than right now in the present moment. And I mean that, you know what I mean? Because when we go back to those moments over and over and over again, we're always saying, "Oh, remember this," or linking. Worst thing you can do, the worst thing that I've done is stay around people who remind you of a past time when that time has sailed, to make you comfortable, because that's just where stagnancy is bred. Staying around the same folks because that's what you're used to. That's all that you think you can do, and you want to recreate moments in which you were happier and whatnot, and you just drift around, and you're just really coasting through life and not getting anything out of the people who are around you. That's when it can get bad, when it distracts you from the present moment completely, because you just want things to be different, not even things to be the way they were. I feel like that's just a guise for you having those fears and anxieties to permeate through. You know what I'm saying? So be wary of that. I have to be wary of that. I was a nostalgia fiend, listening to all this old music, like, oh, it has to be just this right. Yeah, I have to eat my food. My grandma needs to make this banana bread just like, how when I was a kid. So I can experience that again. But that feeling's gone. And that's okay. That's what makes it beautiful. The fact that those feelings, those memories, even those people are gone. That's what gives them beauty. That's what gives them weight. And to honor those people, to honor those moments in our life, to honor those memories, we need to make them a part of us. They meant something to us, so allow those emotions, those things that were meaningful to us, appear in our actions and how we are, and allow that to carry those memories with us. Oop, notification. To carry those memories with us so that we can be better people, better creatives, better service to God, whatever, just better, improvement. That's how we make memories matter. Even this very moment, I'm gonna look back on this in 5 years and be like, dang, I really did that. I mean, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, I miss when I was in this room recording on my computer or gaming laptop, just talking into the because I'm gonna be in a different place mentally, spiritually, physically then. And I'm gonna be worried about that right now. And I'm not worried about me 5 years ago, right? Like later, right now. Of course, foot in the present, foot in the future. But at the same time, I can't be so caught in the future that I forget where I am right now. So I'm not gonna get so caught up in making a memory or trying to maximize a point in time that I let the moment pass by not even being in the present moment. So be present, keep going forward, but don't forget the past and don't dwell on it either. Hope that helps. Just got back from a graduation, so I'm definitely thinking about all this, memory stuff and all the stuff I went through with all these guys, man. It's really, honestly, it's really emotional. But at the same time, I don't want to get stuck on it because, I want to breach stagnancy. I don't even mean to be rude or anything. So, but some people who I know are going to peak in high school. That's not even just to boost my own ego. Like I haven't, been stunted in my own ways. But a lot of these people, that's their finale. That's like their curtain call. But for people like us who are more disciplined, who can see the future, can see I want to be somewhere else. I want to give to this community. I want to do better. I want to strive for better. Know that this is only our genesis. This is only our beginning. So keep that in mind. I hope that helps. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Good night.